What move? Move. Oh, good day. Good day. Good to see you. I made it back. Had to catch a ride with the sisters. Yeah, I saw them on TikTok giving their shout outs. They was in Minnesota. So yeah, let me get on here and give some shout outs and get myself back to Minnesota because I've been all over in these internet streets. Yes, honey, Black people is doing it, teaching, talking, letting us know what's going on, being loyal to us. Yes, it's beautiful to see. It is so beautiful. If I didn't have to come back and read, I probably wouldn't. Yep. I just, stayed out learning, listening and learning. The good and the bad. The good and the bad. As much as I'm learning about us, for us, I'm also learning about the other side. The other side. It's another executive order. And to me, this executive order that would be the loophole that could open up the door to repropose what I've been thinking that this whole manipulation is about, this whole erasing of our history, my history. And that's I still got to do some research on it, but it's Executive Order 14253 to restore truth and sanity to America. Whose truth and sanity is the question right here. I think it's to American history or America, something like that, but it ain't ours. That right there at the same time erasing us only leads to one thing. If it is another possibility, please tell me what it is that these people is doing. What is they concocting right in our face, setting it up right in our face, what they plan to do. Tell me, face, it ain't slavery. They don't plan on re-enslaving y'all. But yeah, because it seems very motherfucking suspect to me, everything that's going on. I hope everybody's doing wonderful on purpose. On purpose. And we all got our stresses and triggers. I do too. We all got them. We all been brainwashed and indoctrinated. So we all on a day-to-day basis. We all going through something. Tend to it. Tend to it. When I don't be here, I got other things to do. Other things that need my attention, my focus. And that's what I be doing. Just don't come and spend every day, all day. I know this is our lifestyle now, teaching us and stuff, but we can't forget about us. Me. When I'm not here, I'm focusing on me. Doing something for me, whether it's my garden, trying to build me a little makeshift well up in here, freezing water, or whatever it's going to look like. Just be loyal to you and keep working on you. The internet going to be here until they shut this motherfucker down. So when we ain't on the internet and you doing your day-to-day living, learning, teaching, whatever the case may be, gardening, meditating, whatever it may be, make sure it's for your benefit, our people's benefit. Because the internet is going to be here and stuff. We here to learn. We're here to learn. So when we ain't on here and we can't talk to each other and we can't see each other, then we still know what we've learned. We still got some connection that we can hold on to. That's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm coming from. And that's where I want y'all to look at things like that. We only on this internet. Let's switch this whole dynamic about the internet. It's too much knowledge and information out here for us to keep on with the same old story. We got to get on a new narrative, our narrative. That's what we got to do. And it's a lot of fakers out here. Don't let nobody lead you wrong and stuff. If the afterlife ain't resonating with you, and you know in your heart, your soul, your spirit, black people, because you got it. You got all three. You know it in your intuition, you supposed to go to heaven. Don't let me sway you to go to the afterlife, because don't get up there with me forever and ever and ever time I'm bored. Phase. Can we go back to heaven? Can we go back where white people at and stuff? Let's go. I'm just saying, don't let nobody sway you on what your truth is. What you might want to go to the 13th of never. I'm just going to the 12th of never because Earth, Wind, and Fire told me about that. The 12th of never. I never heard it before. Today said. And it just resonated recently when I decided I ain't going to heaven. So whoever it may be, your mama, your daddy, your husband, your wife, your pastor, if it ain't resonating with you on your truth, then honey, you better go within, do some soul searching. Because in my opinion, I think everybody lying to y'all. I think everybody lying to us, Black America, but they ain't lying to me no more. I'm thinking for myself now. If I'm the only energy, electric, in the 12th of never, so be it. I have that whole multiverse to myself. I will have it to myself, honey. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be riding stars. Oh, I'm going to roll by on a star to see y'all. But I'm going back. I'm not going to spend my eternity like we've been programmed to spend our eternity. I'm not. I didn't mean to go there with that right there, but I just want y'all to know, focus on you. Be loyal to you and your people. You got to. This time right here, it very well may be our last time from what I'm learning. This might be our last time for us. Now, I don't know our young ones, the future generations. I don't know how long it would take them to get out from under white America, this regime, especially this new futuristic bullshit. I don't know how long it would take them to get out from under this if we don't do the work and get us out from under it. I don't know. But I know for us, your ass are you well over half of 100. Don't sit there and lie. We done had the good life. We done lived it. We done had fun. We done been reckless, careless. We done been all-nighters, just staying out, unfocused, having fun. And we done did all of that. Failed our parents. I did. I know in my fun, I failed everybody. But now all of that is that grow up. We got to mature. We got to do what's needed to be done for the future generations. That's it and that's all. Stay vibrant. Love the kid in you. I'll go hug a tree and pick some dandelions and play with the babies too. When I take my grandbaby to the park, I'm on that slide too with them. I'm sliding down too. I might slide more than they slide. But still be loyal to us. I only come down to that level with the babies. Your overgrown ass, you can do some shit for you on our turn. That's all I'm saying. It's an individual journey. We all got to learn individually. Sure, a lot of people don't like it. Don't like me, what I do, what I stand for. It's so fucking what? This is the end right here. Round 3, round 12, what be it? I don't know. But this is the end. Life as we know it will never be the same. So, stand in line. That's all I got to say. But yeah, I digress though. I digress. Yeah, I know I came back ready to cuss somebody out already. But at least I ain't cursing y'all. I'm not cursing me. I'm not cursing my people. I want us to live forever and ever and ever. Free. Freely. I don't want us trapped under white America on earth or in heaven. You see, in life and the afterlife, I want my people free from white folks on earth. And in your heaven, in the afterlife, when you transfer over, you got a decision. It ain't just heaven and hell. That's part of the whole life. All of this madness, this trauma is the greatest story ever. It ain't Jesus, the greatest story ever told, Passion of the Christ. What about Passion of Black folk? Passion of John Hartfield, Jim Grant. What about them? Passion for them. Willie Brown. We got Black Jesuses too, Black people. We got Black Jesuses. I heard it. I heard about Black Jesus in good times when I was a little girl. We all know Michael Evans. Michael wasn't taking no shit off of nobody about Black people. He was matter of fact. He wasn't in his emotions and stuff. I work on that. I'm working on that. But yeah, now that I done come full circle, I know we got Black Jesus. Michael wasn't lying. Michael Evans was not lying. Instead of you got all that bullshit on TV, you might need to put on some good times. Put on good times. Go to YouTube. They got all the episodes. You can put them on back to back to back. Somebody gonna love Michael. Somebody gonna love Michael. Give our children what they need. We got our own Black Jesuses. 100 years right here. 100 years of lynching Black Jesuses. We got our own Black Jesuses. You can see the wood. In Red Summer, Willie Brown lynched on wood. It was wood up under him. One of the brothers in one of our readings, they actually had the wood on him. Thought it was cute, thought it was funny. White folks in there, diabolical manipulations of Black people. And yeah, building the pyres up. The fires like the bonfire that you see and stuff. I don't know if that's where it started from or not. I don't know. But judgment being called on all of that. Every last bit of it. So I'm just here to let us know how I see things. Yeah, I'm so glad I got the freedom. I ain't afraid to say how I feel about my people. Maybe in the past. Worried about the job. Well, mama gonna say, oh, Pastor Wynn ain't gonna like this. Worried about your teachers, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Mama, you made that. Your kids. Mama, they mama don't want to play with me no more. Don't want their kids over here no more. So be it. They said we watched too much Black Panther 1985. I ain't watched the new Black Panther yet. After all this time, these few years, I ain't watched it yet. I love Hugh. I love Chadwick too. And James Brown and stuff like that. Get up. I'm going to get to it if need be. The ancestors tell me sit down and watch your face. Then I sit down and watch it. But other than that, yeah, we got to be loyal to us. We must be loyal to us. It ain't hurting nobody. Shit, they gonna sit there and do all this sign and I'm bored and why we watching this again and stuff. Well, go. You can leave. We watching this because that's what we watching. We need a whole new mindscape. Y'all, I didn't know. If I did, I would have been told y'all, Black people. You wouldn't have known who my voice was. Who in the hell is that? Because it would have been magnified. I would have had a little bit more, just get them. And I would have been on running with it, throwing it everywhere, the knowledge everywhere. But since it's like this right here, yeah, I'm a little cautious and stuff. I don't even like technology. I don't like technology. I like the pen and the paper. I like the pen and the motherfucking paper. These motherfuckers cutting down the trees. Everything fucked up. But technology, I'm going to try to use it to the best that I can. Yeah, for this right here. So I can talk to us. Maybe that's all I'm going to do with technology. Just talk with us. I don't know. But I know before it's gone and I lose my opportunity to tell us what we need to know, that I see, in my opinion. These are my opinions. We read a lot of books and we're going to read them. But I got my own opinion too on how I feel about things. And all of this, me learning all of this right here, everything changed, honey. Every motherfucking thing changed. And you, if you ain't meant to be here, if I'm resonating with you or irritating you right here, right now, go on and go. I love you to life and afterlife, but I don't want to stress you. I don't want to upset you. I don't want to make you feel in your feelings and stuff. Oh, I'm married. Been married to this woman for 30 years. We got 6 kids. Face what the hell? No, you need to go sit down and think about some things. Go within. Everybody, we got to do this, but I got to do what I got to do on my part too. See? So yeah, I don't feel no type of way. You come, you go and stay away. I don't care. I'm not here for that. I'm only here to read what we need to know, what we need to learn today, because ain't nobody else been telling us what we need to know. I ain't going to get emotional stuff. I'm going to try not to get emotional stuff about it because it's too motherfucking much. And then to still be misleading us. No, I don't call no names out and stuff. You call my name, I'm call your name back out. That's all I got to say. But to still be misleading us, your motherfucking asses, you ain't gonna go far like that. You ain't gonna go far like that. Whose side are you really on? See, I done learned about coalition building now. Yeah, I done learned about, we all done learned about coalition building. All the little inside manipulations. We're gonna get to it. Yeah, let me get some shout outs. Algorithmic overhaul. It's so good to see you. Yeah, scare our folks off the land, honey. We finna get their ass off the planet. How about that? Yeah, I'm in agreement with Mother Gaia. I'm in agreement with Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, planet Earth, cosmic energy, the ethers, the cosmos, whatever you want to call it. I'm in agreement with them. Let's go back all black. Let's go back all black. Have black babies. Please have black babies. I know you want to love who you want to love, and you can. So they say, since white folks let you do it. But that's a manipulation too. There's a motherfucking manipulation too. Have black babies. When they decided to let y'all mingle and marry with white folks, that's because they sat down and thought about the options that could arise, that they could create from that, from interracialness. So they finally, it took a while because deep down inside of them, they didn't want to do it. They did not want to do it. But then, over time and stuff, now it's like, okay, yeah, everybody's supposed to integrate or have interracial relationships. They doing everything but just literally telling you, you're supposed to have mixed babies, don't you? No, we ain't. We supposed to have black babies. We're supposed to have black babies. We are here to have black babies, y'all. We here to heal black people, y'all. Who else gonna do it? Who else? White America done told you for the longest here, they don't want no black babies. They don't want no black grandbabies. Great. No, they don't. But since they here, yeah, I love them. I love my grandbabies. Now we're going to see the weaponization, the manipulation of this interracial relationships. Dr. Umar Johnson was talking about it. I only take 3 generations to wipe your black ass right on out the gene pool. Yeah, you might pop up somewhere down the line. But now we finna see them flip the whole script on us. Just be looking for it. Yeah, be looking for it. Your mixed babies and stuff. Finna start getting with white folks. Have babies with white folks so that they can help white people increase their numbers. That's what it's all about. White genetic survival. Man, this is really fucked up. But let's read, though. Let's read. We just gonna read today. I'm gonna try not to get on no rant because we got a lot to do. A lot to read and a lot to do. I do. But Aya, it's so good to see you. Aya is our righteousness, Aya. We the Israelites, also known as Jews, also known as Hebrews, according to Genesis to Malachi, also known as Torah, also known as Tanakh. Yeah, I guess I have to get them books too. Children are the race and nationality of the biological father, regardless who the mama is. But yes, Israelites should get with Israelites. Sure should. All them different groups and stuff, that's good. And I still want to say black people, get with black people. Have black babies. Heal black people. Now, whoever you may be, what you call yourself as your groups and stuff, I love you anyway. I love you in life and in the afterlife. Have black babies. Have black babies. It's self-explanatory. Have black babies. You black. Your mama black. Your daddy black. Your grandmama black. Have black babies. I'm just saying. But yeah, let's get the fundamentals out the way. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, personal use, tips to balance in favor of fair use. Yeah, I ain't read it in a few days, but something keep trying to come to my mind and stuff. I know I ain't forgotten none. I probably don't forgot a lot though. I ain't been here in like a few days and stuff, but I digress. So we are reading Powernomics, the national plan to empower Black America. That's what we're missing. We ain't never had a national plan. We ain't never had a national plan. I believe in the past we had a black political party that was called Our Party, I believe. But we ain't never had as far as I know, at school, in church, ain't nobody never taught me that we had we needed a national plan. That's what we need. And saying to me, like, motherfuckers that did know didn't say a goddamn thing about it. I'm just like, man. But I digress. Yeah, we need a national plan. And here it is. We 20 years late with this. I feel like I'm the last one to the fight. You know, Vernon John said, if you see a good fight, get in it. I feel like I'm the last one, me and my kind. You know, we didn't reach the educational pinnacle. I didn't. We didn't reach the religious pinnacle. I didn't. We didn't reach the financial pinnacle. I did not. So I feel like it's time for us, those that didn't reach them levels of comfort and success that y'all hold so dearly to y'all. It's time for us to come up now. It's time for us to bring our black, sincere, honest, generous, loving our people asses to the front. Because all the motherfuckers that's done made it to them pinnacles done sold us out. You sold us out. I hope you're satisfied with what you got, because that's all you're going to get. That's all your ass finna get. Yes, honey. So we've been learning in Powernomics, the national plan to empower Black America. And yeah, I found it. Remember I told you years ago when I was so close to coalition building, y'all, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what coalition building was when I was signing my emails out, asking my people, come on, sign this email right here. We finna work with this right here and what it do and who it is and how they gonna help. I had no idea. But then I told y'all when I came upon the national plan, I was studying something. And it is study on the national question. I don't know if that's the same thing. I'm going to have to do a little bit more reading with this right here. Study on imperialism and national liberation. I don't know. But I found it. I was looking for it since I hadn't been on here and stuff. And we going to go through it at some time and stuff. But yeah. If that is the same thing. It was wrong. It was motherfucking wrong. This right here, what we rolling with now. Yeah, maybe I should compare both of them. Compare both of them. Yeah, because this been out for 20 years. We're 20 years late. We are 20 years late with this. It wasn't but a few years, maybe 8, 9 years when I caused myself studying that with some organizations and stuff that I was getting with. Right back to coalition building. See, the betrayal. It keep popping up right in my face. The betrayal. Y'all motherfucking asses had me out there. Helping coalition building when you know you should have been saying, Face, we could do this for us. We need to be out here canvassing, getting our people to sign emails, come to events. Come to these meetings. Give your participation. Come and be present for us. For us. Man, yeah, y'all might not ever want to see me again. Because if you do, I'm going to ask you, why you didn't teach us about coalition building? Why you set us up so other establishments, organizations, and nonprofits could gain benefit? Whether it's grants and funds, your little fuck ass fame and fortune, your motherfucking ass, your 6-digit salary or however the fuck you want to say it. Just sacrificed us. All of that right there. Yeah, that shit pisses me the fuck off. Pisses me the fuck off that you did this to all Black people. And then you thought we weren't gonna know. Yeah, the cleanest car. You driving another car today, ain't you, sis? Yeah. Hey, brother, can you? It's too much for me. Yeah, so I got to do what I got to do. But so we've been learning. Let me get back to the task at hand. So we've been learning, and we learned that the 3 major impediments. Let me catch up just a little bit because I don't even remember everything. The 3 major impediments, though, was the maldistribution of the wealth. maldistribution of the wealth. See, that's what coalition building helped to maldistribute the wealth, gave everything to other folks. The second one was inappropriate behaviors. Inappropriate behaviors. You call me a bitch again. We ain't even motherfucking sisters no more. No, that's sister over there. No, she'll be your sister. She'll be your sister. I'm just playing. I love y'all though, but call me a bitch again and stuff. We gonna have some words because I'm not no bitch. I don't act like no bitch. I don't be out here bitching. I can complain about my people. I can criticize about my people. What was it? The 42 laws of Ma'at and the 10 commandments. But I ended up looking at the 42 laws of Ma'at because years ago it just came. It was revealed to me that the 10 commandments was very similar and seemed to have come from the 42 laws of Ma'at, and it sure do seem like it. However, I digress. But one of them said, don't be angry and complaining without a cause. Don't be out there raising motherfucking hell. I used to raise hell too. Oh, yeah. I used to raise hell too, but don't be out there raising hell for nothing. That's why Vernon John said, if you see a good fight, get in it. If you see a good ass fight, get your black ass in it. 42 laws of Ma'at. So, yeah, I feel like, yeah, why not? Hell, I'm going to criticize this. I got, 53 years of evidence, experience in what my people feel like today. Yep, what we feel like today. Why we all feel like this? Why we still the ones that's under the bottom? Everybody else that came here. Now I remember I was a little girl and I used to read Roots all the time. And I'd be crying over Roots, honey, and dreaming about Roots and the trip on the ship and shit like that. That's probably why I'm so visioned. I can vision shit because I used to actually see the scenes that the book Roots, and it was a thick ass book, was talking about. So I used to say, well, they're going to come over here and get us. Our ancestors going to come and get us and take us back to Africa. And I'm going to wait. I guess that's what I was doing, wait. But however, y'all asses done got over here and treating black people like white folks too. Black America, we got to do this for us. We got to even show our family from Africa that's here now how they are colluding and collision building with white folks. We're white folks. And they ain't come over here to help us, to assist us, to add their voices with ours. No, they came over here to treat us just like white folks treat us and get all they can get while they getting it. Your ass wrong too. Go back home. Go back home until you can come back over here properly for Black America. I'm this close. Everybody get the fuck up and get out. Everybody get the fuck up and get out. If your country, your mother's, your natural, your original, your homeland that you supposed to be in, white folks. If it ain't in war, you especially, white folks. If it ain't in war and stuff, go back where you come from, where your motherfucking ass come from. That's how I feel about it. I sure do, and I ain't gonna change my motherfucking mind. So yeah, we've been learning about all of this. Coalition building. Then we learned about we learned about the three major impediments. These is all new words to me. I quit school in a motherfucking 11th grade, but they didn't teach me none of this anyway. I don't even know half of these words. You son of a bitches. But I digress. Then we learned about distorted perspectives. Thinking that being with white folks is gonna be better. That's one of them. Or thinking that marrying a white woman or a white man might be better. It might financially, till they ass lose everything. It might financially. You can go on vacations if you want to. You ain't got to worry about the baby birthday. You ain't got to worry about your light bill, your water bill. You got a big old house. You got a garage over here and over there. And you got a carport. Then your ass got a garden in the back, maybe some beehives and shit like that. So yeah, you might see them little benefits. You might, but is it worth it in the long run? We've been learning about all kind of stuff in here. And we just on chapter 3, I believe. Now, we might be on chapter 4. I'm just trying to catch us up. We learned about ethno-aggregation. Ethno-aggregation. Let me just try to get there. It's important, y'all, where we take everything that we got, all of our resources, all our love, our time, your coins, your money, your little $5 that you finna go up there and get you something with at that corner store, and them arrows don't even like your ass. Put all of that together for us. Once we put all that together, instead of giving it to all these organizations and nonprofits and shit, giving it all to your church, let's put all that together for our national plan. Our national plan. We need a national plan. And ethno aggregation, honey, it shoots you straight to the top. It shoots you just like that ginger out there. Honey, that ginger growing so strong, I don't know if it's a ginger or garlic yet. It might be the surprise harvest, y'all. Long as it keep growing, though. Oh, my ancestors, long as it keep growing. So ethno aggregation and vertical integration. Ethno aggregation, where we pool everything together. Vertical integration, we go straight to the top. Straight to the top. Dr. Claud got a T model. I still ain't wrote them down yet, but I am. It's so many monopolies against us, y'all. You got wealth monopolies, political monopolies, social monopolies, religious monopolies against us. No wonder we can't see what we really need to see about Black people, because every motherfucking body and they mama is in collusion with this narrative. They okay with it. They all right with it. They so okay with it, they even allow you individually to reach a pinnacle and do so good for yourself and stuff. You ain't even got to be around other people no more. But you better not teach other people how to do it. You better not teach the collective how to do it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. It's time to teach our collective together. We're going to do this together, though. You know, if it's irritating you, then go on over there with sister. And that forgiving and forgetting and stuff, once that starts irritating your ass, then that's when you will come back here. That's how it works. You only need a little bit from me to know, oh, no, I ain't finna be listening to her ass. Go on back over there. You're going to be over there for a while. But when that forgiving and forgetting start nigging at your ass, you're nigging. Then you'll come back. Because you'll be like, yeah, I done forgot so much or forgave so much. I need to refocus. That's how it be. But that's okay, because everybody on their own time and stuff. Then we learned about nationalism and pluralism. We learned about the social and political governance, the difference between neighborhoods and communities. We ain't even got communities. We sold and sacrificed and forfeited everything of ours for white America. Yeah. Yes, honey, we gave everything. Here, take it. Take it. We start putting everything on top of it. We start giving their ass everything. Take it. Just take it away from us. We don't even want it. Just gave them everything. Now we ain't got nothing. Nothing. We building from scratch, in case you don't know. In this reawakening Black America, we building from scratch. Yes, we building from scratch. You better listen to Lead Farmer 73 and Lady Lead. We got a whole bunch of us out here that's teaching us how we can start building and creating on all fronts. Neely Fuller said every aspect of life is under sabotage, is under assault. Every aspect. So yeah, you go out there and you find us in whatever area you want to start at, because that's where it's at. That is where it's at, honey. We're going to have to redo this, all of it. But I wanted to go back just a little bit. Yeah, we're still in chapter 3. It's a long chapter 2. We're going to try to finish it today, though. And so I wanted to go back because aggregation in urban cities, we did read that. And it was long, too, but it was very necessary. I want to read it again, too. Aggregation in urban cities. And, you know, that's how they subtly talk about Black people. Like when immigrants move here and stuff. I didn't know how the fuck they find themselves to Black people neighborhoods. Oh, that's because they let them know. If they don't vocally, orally tell them, you can go to Black people neighborhood. You ain't gonna find no competition because they ain't got no money, they ain't got no focus, they ain't got no time, they ain't got no effort, they ain't got no education. You can go over there and set up anything you want to. You can go in Black folks' neighborhood and set up anything you want to. So they use little slight terms like urban cities. I didn't really think nothing about urban cities, but it seems innocent, but it's not. Because when people come over here, all they do is look on urban cities. That's where we set our laundromat up at. Yeah, I'm just saying. That's how it seemed to me. But I digress. Aggregation in urban cities. A great competitive advantage for Black Americans is the fact that they currently sit on some of the most valuable and best located real estate, whether they are called inner cities or urban ghettos. Since Blacks are the dominant population in a large number of cities, practicing ethno-aggregation and vertical integration can easily convert these areas into prime Black business communities with just a little stretch of imagination and capital. Look at it like this right here. If Black people was to move into white folks' neighborhoods, communities, it ain't good for us. It's bland. Not to say ain't no color, but it will be then. It's bland. It ain't got no creationists in it. Ain't got no creations to it and stuff. See, in our communities, we got everything we need. In our communities, we just need to buy the buildings. We need the blocks. Buy the block. Yeah, I wanted to invest in that so many times and stuff. When I invest, I want to invest in us. Yeah, and us and stuff. I don't want to invest in other folks' establishments and organizations and nonprofits and all of that bullshit. Fuck that. For me, I'm just saying. I'm trying to learn about that too. Because y'all, this is a $20 million wealth transfer. Finna happen. It's happening right now. Yeah, it's finna happen. It's happening right now. And yeah, Black America, our own people locking us out of it. Motherfuckers locking us out of, hey, if you're going to invest in anything and you do got $400, $415 or whatever it's going to be with tax and stuff, if that's the case, go invest in fan base. Yep, go invest in fan base. If you got just $5 or $6 or whatever, go to Cash App. Buy you some, what is it, XRP? I think I was seeing the latest ones, but I ain't been into that in months because I was like, shh. Yeah, I'm suspicious of that too. I'm just saying, this wealth transfer is big. It is huge. It's been like 2 decades, I think, something like that. But let's read. Most of these areas already have Black people in political office. We know that. Using Black accountability, voters could easily mobilize to remove the politicians who operate from self-interest and a non-Black perspective. If you're brave, if you, my brother, got the testicular fortitude, we could do this. Get your motherfucking bitch ass up. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, I might say it here if I go there and stuff. I'm finna sit down right here. If you know you sincere, you honest, your heart in the right place, your mind, your spirit is on Black people, hell, tell them get their motherfucking ass up. Get your goddamn ass up. You done sat here for 25 years and ain't done nothing sincerely for Black people. I'll sit down and take it over from now. You better get your ass out here before you lose everything. I'm just saying. Yeah. Using Black accountability, voters could easily mobilize to remove the Black politicians who operate from self-interest and a non-Black perspective. Their replacements, you and I, should be committed new leadership that will mobilize resources and practice majority win politics. Table 4 shows a partial list of cities that Blacks can convert into communities where Black economic and political empowerment could thrive. Now, this is 20 years late, but it's right on time. Because we still need our Black political party. Hey, our people out there fighting for reparations. Been fighting for reparations. Can we get something, your motherfucking ass, old Black people? So, yeah, because of that fact right there, we got to help them. I got to help them. You got to help them. They out there fighting for reparations. It's a fight. It's a debt that must be paid. So, on that count right there, they already fighting for it. Even before we were born, our people were fighting for reparations. There's no reason why you or I should be like, well, they just gonna keep fighting and let them fight. Hell, you ain't doing shit but signing a signature. It ain't like your motherfucking ass gotta draw the blueprint out for them. They just need black people support to stand on that. And if your motherfucking ass don't want your check, give it to me, so I can give it to sister over there with them babies. Cause they might owe me 2 goddamn checks, and I want both of mine. But I digress. So yeah, their replacement should be committed new leadership that will mobilize resources and practice majority win politics. Table 4 shows a partial list of cities that black people can convert into communities where black economic and political empowerment could thrive. I'm gonna write that down too. I like to do I'm visionary. So I like to learn visually. So when I write them down and stuff, I will be able to show them to you so you can see it. But here, if you can see that right there, that's it right there. It's kind of tiny, yeah. But I'll write it down. It'll be colorful and you can see it. Since black people are the dominant population in major cities, they have the political potential to build major industries and establish vertical control. In the cities listed in the 3rd column of table 4, black people make up less than the dominant population and should use ethno-aggregation and vertical integration to build alternative structures or maroon towns. This is an appropriate historic name for these communities. When enslaved black people escaped from the plantations and into the woods, they joined with other black runaways and built independent and self-sufficient communities that they call maroon towns. Inside each black minority cities, black people have sufficient resources to build at least one major maroon town with its own business centers or street malls, at least one. And see, we start with one, and then we add. That's like New Era Detroit. I remember seeing them years ago. Started with one community. By now, all of our communities across this motherfucking country should be doing the same thing that New Era Detroit is doing. What the fuck did y'all think the Black Panther parties left that blueprint for? The self-defense plan, their self-defense model. What the fuck did y'all think they left it for? So white folks can get their hands on it. Build up their nonprofit organization, establishment, whatever the fuck it is, and use it to march your ass around the block. Yeah, use it to march me around the block too. Sure did. Yes, honey, but now I know better. Give it back. The self-defense plan, the Black Panther Party's self-defense plan belongs to black people. Give it back. Whenever your ass see this, you know who I'm talking to. If you got it and you ain't black, you ain't melanated, give it back to black people. Now is the time. You know why. Everybody know why. Everybody know why. You just don't know why, Black America. So see, we got to let everybody know. I know your motherfucking ass been slipping and sliding. You've been subtly sacrificing my people. While you know this whole agenda, this whole motherfucking matrix, this mayhem and madness is being built up. And you didn't say nothing. You didn't really try to tell us, hey, y'all, we're going to help y'all to start protecting and patrolling your own communities. That's why the Black Panther Party left y'all this blueprint. So we're going to help y'all do it. Son of a bitches ain't done nothing like that. Motherfuckers ain't done a goddamn thing like that with ours. Yeah, that shit pisses me off too. It is. It pisses me off. Yeah. But look at here. Well, we got Detroit, Detroit, Michigan, Gary, Indiana, Inglewood, California, Highland Park, Michigan, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, New Orleans, Baltimore, Jacksonville, Florida, Jackson, Mississippi, Norfolk, Virginia. And when I write them down and stuff, honey, then we got the percentage of population and income. Then he got black minority cities. Those were black minority cities. The other black minority cities, this is 20 years ago, though, is New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Houston, Memphis, Dallas, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, St. Louis, and Buffalo. And then it's got the percentage of population and income for those. So the numbers will be different because it's 2 decades ago, 20 years ago when Dr. Claud wrote this. Also, there are suburban neighborhoods all across America that could be converted into viable, self-sufficient Black communities instead of simply remaining Black neighborhoods. For example, Prince George's County in Maryland has the honor of being the wealthiest Black neighborhood in America. As a suburb of Washington, D.C., it has attracted Blacks out of the district and now has the highest concentration of the most educated Blacks in America. The most educated Black people in America were there. Everybody should have started with a school or a financial literacy school or education school. We'll say religious school teaching us the truth and stuff, but everybody ain't trying to be sincere. So I digress. Yet, it remains simply a residential area where some of the nation's wealthiest Black people merely eat and sleep. Ain't that some shit? They did not build a community that was self-sufficient and competitive economically. That's because they was okay. They had that the self-interest for them. They didn't have a group interest. Even them together, without bringing us any kind of benefit or business. They didn't. They all were just about self-interest. Selfish asses. There are at least 21 Black municipalities. Yeah. There are at least 21 Black municipalities that could easily be transformed from residential neighborhoods to functional communities. Most of these municipalities, such as Inglewood and Richmond, California, either have Black majorities or elected bodies where Black people make up the majority. Other smaller cities, such as Highland Park and Benton Harbor, Michigan, and Gary, Indiana, are approximately 80% Black. My grandmama's from Gary, Indiana. Yep. She lived on Mount Street. With visionary leadership and a can-do attitude, Blacks could convert these economically and politically weak neighborhoods into competitive communities. I remember that address all these years since I was a little girl, and I only went there maybe once on Mount Street in Gary, Indiana. I don't know how things are today, 20 years later, with all these different folks over here and stuff. But it probably be that we may have to go to our smaller cities and start from there to get our land back, to get our businesses back, to start with our communities again. Because other communities is so motherfucking polluted with everybody else, it's hard to go buy a house. You can't even go buy the house, the building, that brick building been sitting there for 7 years. Then all of a sudden, now it's gone. It's gone. So we might have to go back to them smaller towns and cities and start buying and building up there. Buying and building up there. That way you can at least start converting it right away. And while you do that, just buy a house there that you can buy, or a business over there that you can buy, or a building over there that you can buy, or school over there that you can buy. Because at this time right here, 20 years later, what was a whole block you could go buy is probably maybe 3-4 houses now. Because everybody else move in to them urban cities and buy their property up. All of this shit right here, honey, rebuilding can take place. It can begin, y'all, by staking out competitive space on which to build and operate. When the Black Civil Rights Movement ran its course, urban Black people exercised newfound social freedoms by integrating into previously all white suburbs, businesses, and schools. Upwardly mobile middle-class Blacks abandoned the Black cities to establish Black neighborhoods in white suburbs, subsequently surrendering control of their property, their institutions, and their culture. It's like when they moved out of the Black community and moved into the white suburbs and thought they were going to make it lively. They were gonna make it colorful, give it a vibe, you know. Now, your ass move over there, you got to tone down. Yeah, you got to get that V back off of that vibe. Your ass can't do nothing, sit over there and be eyed. That's it. Be eyed by everybody and their mama because you moved over there. See? Yeah, all about self-interest. I'm just saying. As blacks begin to rebuild their physical communities and establish economic control of inner cities, they will surely clash with white people and ethnic immigrants. It's inevitable. It's motherfucking inevitable. Then and now. So don't act like everybody gonna be okay with this, because they not. You're gonna have to have some thick skin and just say, oh, well, fuck you then. Fuck it. Whites are seeking to retake the old urban areas under a new gentrification concept called regionalization. Oh, honey, I never heard regionalization. regionalization. Regionalization shows white people, regionalization allows whites to hold on to their suburban communities, while the majority legislative bodies push suburban legal boundaries into urban areas and bring them under one regional government controlled by whites. Woo-wee. Let me read that again because I kind of fucked that up. Regionalization allows whites to hold on to their suburban territories, while their majority legislative bodies push suburban legal boundaries into urban areas and bring them under one regional government controlled by whites. Under regionalization, white people seek to control all government, all public institutions, and properties. They recently discovered that it was a mistake to abandon the urban cities to blacks following the civil rights movement. Though whites have cannibalized the cities, the locations themselves and the remaining infrastructures are still valuable. The wealthy and power elite want them back. Oh, so that's what happened. Because see, this is 20 years late with this. That's what happened. White folks started feeling like they shouldn't have gave up. They shouldn't have moved out. And now they moving back in. Yeah, you got some of the posh white folks that don't want to leave the gated communities. But then you got some of the others and stuff. I'm brave enough. I'll go move back over there. I'll go move back on Lowry, whatever it is. You know, I'm just saying. Yeah. And they'll go back in there and buy that house up and stuff. And then slowly, white folks got confidence to start a little bit at a time, moving back in and stuff. Yeah. I guess I digress. If whites are successful in retaking black neighborhoods and cities, blacks will be back where they was a century ago. Ooh-wee. They will own and control nothing. Worse, they will have to compete with new ethnic immigrants as well as white people for spaces in cities like Detroit. Yep, and we see it happening right today. More than ever. Many black elected officials in black cities are co-conspirators in regionalization. They invite white people to reverse the outward migration of the 1960s and come back into the cities. Motherfucking sellouts. Black elected officials give away their city's assets. They give away the prime property, the privatized public services, control over all the schools, the court systems, and public water and sewage plants, so they can draw white people back into black cities. Yeah, ain't that some shit? Scant rewards, incentives, or special programs are devised to empower black people who live in those communities. Scant rewards, that's little crumbs. Little crumbs, incentives, or special programs are devised to empower blacks who live in those communities. Only a few black public officials are trying to hold on to their neighborhoods and control of the government. It said only a few. And I imagine that's all across the board. I ain't political. I ain't never even liked it political until now. But I imagine all across the board, you only have a few, probably just one handful, not two handfuls, one handful of black politicians that's sincere about why they sitting there. Yep. And now it is time for them to use their voices, just like Dr. Claud Anderson is using his. Because see, those in the political positions, we ain't had many with the bravery and the courageousness of Dr. Claud Anderson. We ain't had many at all, honey. And now it's going to be very few. But now it's time for y'all to step up with your voices and your votes. It is clear by their actions that white people are determined to regain ownership and control of the power, land, and the resources in the cities. The same white people who work to keep control of black assets criticize the way black people live and would never allow conditions similar to those in black neighborhoods to exist in their own communities. Black America must build and maintain communities to satisfy its own needs, not the economic and political needs of white people and other groups of people that want unrestricted access to our neighborhoods. Black America, we must build and maintain communities to satisfy our own needs, not the economic and political needs of white people and other groups of people that want unrestricted access to our neighborhoods. They are neighborhoods. Black neighborhoods should first and foremost be for black people. And you know, Dr. Claud said, don't let other people into what we building. Do not. I don't care if it is your wife, your husband, her motherfucking ass can't come. Her ass can't come. Not building our national plan, her ass can't. And she can't come to the barbecue either. Take her ass a plate. Just be glad your black ass can still come and be a part of this. Because we don't need no infiltrating. No more. No more motherfucking infiltrating, manipulation, side-eyeing us, all these goddamn ulterior motives. And if you want to say, well, Karen can't come, then I ain't coming, then so be it. Your ass ain't coming either, and you ain't getting no plate. Because it's the same white folks that's doing this. And Dr. Claud Anderson is just saying, nah. When I articulated this concept on national radio, a white gentleman called in and said he felt white and ethnic immigrants ought to have a right to make their living in black neighborhoods. This caller missed the point. There is no disagreement that non-blacks have a right to establish businesses in black neighborhoods, but blacks have the same rights that white people and other groups have to withhold economic support when they choose. There is no disagreement that non-blacks have a right to establish businesses in black neighborhoods, but black people got the same rights that white people and other groups got to withhold economic support when they choose. Black Americans would get more respect and economic and political power if they do not support any business or ethnic group that engages in practices adverse to blacks. No law or public policy can make black people spend their money in non-black owned businesses. If it were illegal to boycott, then nearly all of white America and its ethnic subgroups would be liable for convention of the law, since they have boycotted and exploited black neighborhoods and black businesses for centuries. So ain't nobody saying. We just saying that hell, we could, that's what he said here 20 years ago. Yeah, Dr. Claud, very fair. I'm fair. I ain't gonna say very fair, but I'm fair. But Dr. Claud said, yeah, they come in and, you know, do that and stuff. But black people could do the same. And today, 20 years later, I'm saying now they don't even need to be in black communities. Go set your shit up in white folks' communities. Go set your shit up in other people, other groups of people communities. Not black folks' communities. Not anymore. Not anymore. Oh, we boundary maintenance. Because we, you know, I've been telling y'all since before we started this, we got to set boundaries. We got to set boundaries all across the board. everything that Neely Fuller was talking about. If you don't understand racism and white supremacy, everything you think you know will only confuse you. It controls white supremacy 24/7, y'all. It never stops. White supremacy, honey, it's just rolling. It never stops. I mean, you just see it's just always going. Even when we sleep, when we work, when we at play, whatever, when we on vacation, whatever. White supremacy never stops, ever. And it's controlling every aspect of life: war, economics, politics, entertainment, religion, sex, education, labor, law, everything. It's controlling everything. That's why you got to do a whole mental, you got to do a whole mindscape. Like your landscapes. We see some people and stuff change their landscape every year. Girl, your summer look different than it did last year. Yeah, I just wanted to plant me some different flowers and get me a new setup. Last year, it was an oval in the whole front yard. An oval. It looked beautiful with flowers in it. All kind of flowers in it. This year, your ass done, you got a heart. Let it stay a little while so folks can at least identify where when you see that oval in the road. I live next door. Now, folks going around looking for the oval. I know it was here last summer when I came and visited. I'm just saying, we got to do something like that, a whole mindscape. All across the board, we got to start rethinking about things. But I digress because, you know, I'm long-winded when I do get to talking about my people. Yes, and other than that, I ain't got much to say. Yeah. Boundary maintenance. An important task in building new Black communities is establishing and maintaining community boundaries. This is community boundaries. We got to set familial boundaries at home. We got to set boundaries all across the board. When we in the presence of others, we got to set boundaries. You can't come around me playing all that bullshit. Not no more. I'm finna go. Bye, y'all. Give me my plate. I'm leaving. Yeah, I better hear your ass leave. Don't nobody want to listen to that no more. We got to set boundaries. When you come over here, little bit of kids, your grandbabies of mine, you can't bring your phone. That the kids, this channel ain't for kids. I'm just saying. For the little ones, you come to Nana house, you come to great auntie house, auntie, grandtie, as my sister like to say. When kids come to grandtie house, you can't bring your phone. You got to put your phone in the basket right there. You can leave it on because your mama might call you, your daddy might call you, your other auntie might call you. You can leave it on. If you want to call her, I'll let you. Yeah, in 10 minutes, go make that phone call to your mama. They'll be so happy. Yeah, they'll take forever. Want to talk to everything about mama. But yet we got to set boundaries. Not just in the communities, but in our homes, in our lives. You can't get in my car playing that shit. No, Let me drop you off right here at this bus stop. And I ain't finna get in your motherfucking car either because I walk where I need to go. I can motherfucking walk where I need to go. Sure will, son. We got to set boundaries, Black America. Everybody finna be mad at your motherfucking ass. So fucking what? You better tell them, hey, Trump got me up against the wall. Hey, Trump got me between a rock and a hard place and some motherfucking metal. Cause Sophia on her way. Yeah, you better let folks know what's going on. I'm trying to get right. Trying to get myself right with the ancestors. I know we've been saying for years, decades, centuries, get right with the Lord. Get your ass right with your ancestors. Get your motherfucking ass right with your ancestors. I'm just saying. It is a common sight to see animals mark their territories now. Humans operate at a higher level, but they too establish boundary lines that mark them. We don't have to mark our territories. Yeah, setting them boundaries. Yeah, you might can play that WAP bullshit over there, but when your Black ass cross over here, you can't play that shit. Mark your territory. Black America. Mentally, mark your territories. I already done marked mine. My house, my car, my presence, because I can get up and go. Yes, honey, face can motherfucking go. Do you hear me? You better mark your boundaries. Mentally mark your boundaries so you can put them in effect. As soon as I knew how to mark my boundaries, I started setting them for home, in my car, when I'm out and about. If I see sister, you call me bitch one more time, we ain't cool like that no more. I'll be like, hey, sis, they keep on going by my motherfucking bench. But face. I keep on going. Set your boundaries, Black America. It's now or never. This is our last opportunity. I'm just saying. The majority society, white folks, closed its communities using markers such as skin color. You couldn't get in white. White folks, that's how they close their societies off and shit. Close their lives off. Their businesses just closed it out. Boom. Closed it off to our motherfucking ass. They use skin color, religion, ethnicity, and languages. Yeah. You the wrong skin color, you the wrong religion, the wrong ethnicity, you speak the wrong language, your ass can't come. That's how white folks mark their boundaries. Community markings also vary with the wealth and political clout of the group. Oh, those with the greater wealth and political clout will typically have more prominent markings. No shit. Wealthy communities are marked and closed by signs, gates, and security guards. Like, you know, your gated communities. What Trayvon Martin was in the gated community where his father lived. Or have it's been so many years ago. But I know it was a gated community. And I know he was visiting his father. And he walked to that little store. But those right there, their communities are marked also. Boundaries. Everybody got them but us. Even ethnic groups that's coming here, these other groups of people, they motherfucking ass got boundaries. They using they language is the boundary. We know speaking English. Them 4 words. Honey, that's their boundary in your motherfucking face. I don't want to talk to you. Don't say nothing to me. Yep. I'm just saying. Everybody got boundaries but us. Ethnic communities. Oh, yeah, ethnic communities. Other people got communities. We just don't. Like Chinatown are marked symbolically, often by oriental gates. Koreatown and Little Havana are marked and closed by flags and a foreign language on your ass. Hispanics, they claim and mark space and close communities using the Spanish language. Your black ass can't get in nowhere. Your black ass can't go nowhere. And if you do, you better wonder why they let your ass in. You better wonder why. As soon as you feel like you get up and say, Calgon, take me away. You better start. What? I'm just saying. You know, yeah. Where it was your ass, you loved it, Old Spice. The last time I seen you. But now, every time you sigh, Calgon, then you better be trying to, get yourself where you need to be. Set your boundaries. Just because you look good over there and stuff, and that's where you think all the benefit in the business is not always what it looked like. All is not gold. I'm just saying. So, as the society becomes increasingly pluralistic, groups stake out, mark, and close their turf. Now, there was the naturalistic and the pluralistic. I'm going to have to look at them again because I rightly don't understand them to explain them like this. So let me make me a little note right here and stuff. Because I didn't learn about none of this. I sure didn't. Motherfuckers was just using me the whole goddamn time. Ain't taught me a motherfucking thing. Man, I'm just like, motherfuckers ain't shit. Black America can build communities. And you know, Dr. Claud said we can overcome this. And this is 20 years ago. But we can't beat these monopolies, y'all. We got to fight with the pen and paper now. The pen, the paper, and the motherfucking book. The pen, the paper, and the book. I love to cuss. I don't mean no harm to you. I love to cuss, though. I like to cuss. I really do. I love when I hear us and we get to cussing real good. Oh, yeah. That's what I be repeating. Just to hear sister cussing good and stuff. Cause, you know, we ain't cursing your ass out. We ain't cursing you to spend your forever and ever in hell. We trying to help you. We just trying to help you. I just want you to know, don't go to heaven. You ain't got to go to heaven or hell. You go to the afterlife and be free. Free. You go to heaven and stuff, you might have to relive this whole paradigm again in heaven. Because white folk, that's their vision up there. We in their illusion right here. Yeah, the illusion of inclusion. We in white folks' vision. America, this is white folks' motherfucking vision. Now we really finna see what they ass is seeing. A futuristic world. Goddamn fantasy future. Ain't that some bullshit? White America, man, yeah, get the fuck away from them. We got to go. We got to separate now. It's time. White people that claim you know, you understand, you love black folks, then your ass should know. It's time for us to get the fuck away from y'all. Your ass should know what you need to do. White people, you see this right here? You know what you need to do. It's time for you to use all your resources, all your time, your money. Give it to black folks. Give some of that to black folks. Yeah, I know I got 4 or 5 businesses. Let me give one to a black person. Whoever it may be, somebody that's sincere about black people. Find somebody. You can find somebody that's sincere about black people. It ain't much. It's just a little small office building, but you got 2 bathrooms. You got a way in and way out. You got central heat, central air, and you can make it work for something. Do the right motherfucking thing. I'm just saying. You know it's time. Your white folk, your white organizations and establishments and shit, you done been on our back this whole goddamn time. You done got all that there is to give out of the material wealth. Share some of that shit with black people now. You claim you've been an ally for 20, 30, 40 goddamn years. Some of them businesses your motherfucking ass got, you know who and all the black people been out there with your ass all this time, who's sincere, who's honest about black people finally getting up from under white folk. Give them something that they can work with. Give them something that they can work with. Your motherfucking ass ain't gonna do nothing but write it off any goddamn way and let some Chinese person or some other group get it when they want to move into the community. And see, I'm convinced that's how it happened. Some of these folks will hold on to that little raggedy shack ass building over there and even put it out on the back page, on the back wires and stuff. When they know that another ethnic group trying to get into the community, I'll sell it to their motherfucking ass. Sell it to their goddamn ass. So yeah, they can easily start moving in. Motherfuckers ain't shit today or yesterday. Yep. As the society becomes increasingly pluralistic, that's more people, I think. I'm going to have to look it up, though. Nationalistic is like when I only care about my people. I ain't harming other people. I'm not a harmer. I'm a hugger. But I love my people. I want to see my people be all right. I know in my mind's eye, every goddamn body else is all right. Everybody else is motherfucking all right. So nationalistic to me is being about my people. Pluralistic is everybody. So that's why you got nationally, and then nationalistic, and then you got pluralistic. I'm going to look it up just so I can confirm it. If I'm wrong, I'll let you know. As the society becomes increasingly pluralistic, groups stake out, mark, and close their turf off. They stake it out. They watch what they can get in black communities. Oh, yes, a go. They go get it, honey. They mark it off. They buy it and they close it off just like that. Your black ass can't even get in it no more. Sure can't be walking around. Why it's a big old huge fence here? Don't touch that motherfucker. It might be electric. I'm just saying. That is, except black people. Every group do that except for Black America. We don't do that. Nope. Black America can build communities, but to keep them and have them achieve their objectives, they ought to be marked and closed. Marking is one of the first practices that we should institute as a part of our code of conduct once our communities are up and doing business. We must mark our communities the way other groups of people do, y'all. By marking our communities, we send a message that these communities belong to us. That's why now, when you go into, if you ask and get into, what do you say, Chinatown, Koreatown, Little Havana, and them other little communities and stuff, that's theirs. You know you in another one of their communities. You know your ass in Chinatown when you done got in Chinatown. You know you in Koreatown or Little Havana when you get there. You can tell they made it theirs. If your ass can get in there. So that's why we got to mark our communities. By marking our communities, we will send a message that these communities belong to us. Today, though, There are no positive signs that identify black neighborhoods and say, this is ours. No motherfucking where. When black Americans begin to mark territory, it does not mean that others are unwelcome any more than when Arabs, Chinese, or Hispanics mark their communities. Do the pagodas in Chinatown mean that non-Chinese cannot enter? To the contrary, marked boundaries invite all to come, but primarily as customers and visitors. Come to Chinatown, come to Little Havana, come to Koreatown, shop, spend your money, buy this, buy that, and all the while they sitting there just smiling at you. Yeah, because they know once they get your money and shit, you're gone. You got to go. But it's closed off for anything else. You can come and visit, spend your money, but that's it. So it ain't saying that when we get our communities, other people can't come. Because you know their ass going to be trying to come. Ooh, let me see what black people got up in here. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, maybe I can put this in my hair, and all that shit because they want to be black. Everybody want to have something of black folks. I'm just saying, in my opinion. Figure 9. This is figure 9, protecting the hood. And look at that. Protecting the hood. Can you see that right there? I'm going to draw that out too. Yeah. Language is an index of culture. It is routinely used by immigrant groups to mark and close their communities. Language is a unifying element, and it allows native speakers to do business within the community while limiting others. It brings status and importance to the people, the culture, and the community. Visitors to Chinatown, Koreatown, or Little Saigon, or Little Havana, or any other culturally strong communities might feel some discomfort because they do not speak the language. Others often feel resentment because they feel this is America and everyone should be speaking English, the national language. Public laws in some cities, such as Miami, require that all public announcements be in both English and Spanish. Most of the public notices, business signs, newspapers, and advertisements are in Spanish. Immigrant enclaves, like the Hispanic and Asian communities of today, are very much aware that they are marking and closing their communities. Sure wills, honey. That's why them motherfuckers repropose slavery on your black ass. Everybody gonna let it happen. Society, white society, everybody. The whole society gonna let it motherfucking happen because by then, we ain't got but a couple of more houses we can swipe up once they gone. Yeah. Then they gonna own the whole block, the whole little district. It'll be there. They'll have it sold up. They looking at it like white America know what to do with them. And you know what white folks gonna do with your asses. They just trying to get your numbers a little bit, decrease them numbers some more so they can hold on to you. Yeah, white folk gonna put your black asses back in their fields, back in their houses, in the mansions and shit. That's what white folks gonna do to you. And see, our numbers gonna be so decreased that they'll be able to pull it off. Yeah, these for everybody working together like this. Hell, I don't know who came up with it. They just going along with white America, I guess. You would think everybody would come over here and say, well, at least we'll be some comfort to black America. And we can help and be a voice and a vote to help black America. Others often feel resentful because they feel this is their America and everyone should be speaking English. Oh, let me go on. Most of the public notices, the business signs, all of that stuff is, in Spanish and stuff because they sewing it up. They marking their territory, setting their boundaries, y'all. Cubans are an example of a group that use language to mark and close their community and to gain competitive advantages. The first major influx of Cubans began to arrive in this country in the late 1960s. They soon acquired major control of both the private and the public sectors of Dade County and Miami, Florida. In one of their first acts of power, they enacted a city ordinance that declared Miami a bilingual city. Can't get rid of the language. It's bilingual now. Yes, honey. They really ain't, I guess that on that point right there, they really ain't got to learn motherfucking English. They bilingual now. We ain't got to learn English. Your ass learn to say what you need to say to us. I don't know how that works. These 4 words, me no speak English. I do not know. Non-Spanish speaking people had to learn Spanish to interact with Cuban communities. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? Once they made it bilingual, yeah, they ain't got to speak English no more. Shit, fuck English. Me no speak English. Your ass got to learn to speak their language. Your ass, like me. And that's even happened to me. I've learned how to learn. I got to learn how to say chair, table, because I didn't learn Spanish. Yeah, I rebel in this school. I don't want to learn that. I want to learn Swahili. But you know, it wasn't no Swahili being taught or nothing like that. I want to be able to talk to my people. That's it and that's all. So I missed that opportunity because now I can't speak nothing motherfucking Spanish. But I'm learning. So, you know, because they not trying to learn to speak to me. Talk to me. Communicate with me. So I have to learn to speak to them and say, move your ass out the way. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but I'm learning. It's just setting boundaries. Dr. Claud already said you could use religion. You could use language. White folks use their color, wealth. Just set boundaries. Yeah. It could be something as simple as music. Like my house, I set that boundary with my house with music. Yeah, you set your boundaries, Black America. Even the Miami Herald publishes a daily newspaper that is primarily bilingual. Most businesses and public jobs require a facility with Spanish. Black people who previously held most of the hotel and lower level city jobs were fired because they could not speak Spanish. They wasn't not hired because they couldn't speak English. Your ass was fired because you couldn't speak Spanish. See how that worked? Completely locked your ass right on. Locked you right on now. I can hear the gate slamming. Boom. And then you hear when the lock clicked. Locked your ass right on out. And all of it was set up like that. In my opinion, Cubans and others demanded bilingual education classes for all students while using the Spanish language to mark and close their communities. Yes, the Cubans and others demanded bilingual education classes for all students while using the Spanish language to mark and close their communities. So in other words, to me, that means like the Cubans and the other groups of people that he's talking about, they demanded bilingual education classes so everybody can learn their language, but then they use their language to cut everybody out. You can come, spend your money. Or they might be able to say $5, $5, however they say it and stuff. And that might be all they need to say. It's $5, $5, $5. Everything $5. And that's it. And then, you know, us, around people that we can't communicate with and stuff, we ain't going to point too long. We're not going to be pointing, asking. We ain't going to be doing that shit too long and stuff unless we speaking to somebody that needs that. Somebody that can't hear or that's visually impaired and we have to sign language out to them and stuff. Other than that, y'all other groups of people and stuff, we're not finna be doing all this miming and shit to let you know what we talking about. When your motherfucking ass, your goddamn ass, you can talk, you can hear, you can see, your motherfucking ass is just using them boundaries. See, they've been using these boundaries as a mechanism to keep us at arm's length. That's what they do. They do it even in work. If you work with them and stuff, you know, speak English. Well, goddamn, can you at least learn 5 words? And not, I don't speak no English. Not them words. Some different words. See, but all of it been set up like this because white folks knew that they were going to bring these other people over here and use them against you. Yeah, and that's fine. As long as y'all come over here and you help us ride down on Black America, that's okay. But how would it look if other people came over here and moved into the better neighborhoods? How about if they came over here and moved into the clean, the crisp lawns, You don't see a blade of grass out of place over there. What would it look like if they came and moved over there to white folks' communities? Totally different. It would be totally different. But I digress. Since Black people do not have an official language, they cannot use language to mark or close their communities to competing groups. We ain't even got no official language. No. I'm trying to learn Swahili now. Yep, Swahili. I'm going with a little bit of Spanish because I guess, but yeah, we ain't got no official language. Nope, we sure don't. It amazes me still that some people speak multiple languages. And over here in America, shit, what? Yeah, America, them founding fathers, them people that was in charge and shit, they did y'all a disservice, Black America. The language disadvantage of Black people was revealed in the Ebonics issue in Oakland, California, toward the end of the 1990s. Honey, I didn't know nothing about the Ebonics. I did not. And the first thing I learned about was Jesus. Jesus is really just us. Just us. JES apostrophe US. Just us. Yep. And I don't know today, as far as Ebonics, there's certain words I'll look at, or when I say them, I see them in my mind. I like, bless you. Can you see that? Be less you. Telling you to be less. It's telling you, your ass, to be less. So yeah, when somebody sneezes, everybody in the room holler, bless you, your ass been less your whole life. We got to change all them things right there. Because see, now today, with everything being exposed, that power in the tongue, you using it when you don't even think you using it. You cutting up motherfuckers when you don't even think you're cutting them up. Cursing them. That's a curse. Be less you. Be less. That's a curse. You cursing each other anyway. Good morning. Good day. You're cursing each other anyway. Say prosperity when somebody sneezes. When a Black person sneezes. Now, it's true. This language is a curse on us, not white folks. When white folks and other people sneeze, if I say bless you, then it's bless you. If I say anything. But I'm of the notion now, I just use my focus, my energy, my efforts for Black America. When Black people sneeze and stuff, I say prosperity, abundance. They ask me why, then I let them know. Because I don't want you to be less. I want you to be all you can be. I want you to have all the abundance, all the fruits of your labor. I want you to have all of the prosperities your heart, your mind, your pockets, your hands can hold, honey. Yep. And I just leave it at that right there. When I leave and stuff, do what you will with it. But Ebonics, look into it. Start thinking about it. The Bible been telling you this your whole life. Since you were 3 days old sitting in church. It's power in the words. It sure wills. Now look at them through a Black perspective. Look at them power in these words, this English language, the only language your Black ass know. Look at through a Black perspective. Look through a Black perspective, not a white person's point of view. We need to start looking through a Black person's point of view if you Black. I'm just saying, if your ass is Black, if you ain't Black, then I digress. Why you here? The local school board has requested federal bilingual funds to teach English to Black children who spoke Ebonics. Not only were they turned down at the federal level, they incurred the wrath of many Black people and Black leaders who saw no value in recognizing Black languages. It's always some motherfucking sellouts. It's always some goddamn sellouts. Them days of letting y'all ass motherfucking sell is over. Yep. Them days is over, honey. Them days is over. How Black people gonna get angry? They incurred the wrath of many Blacks and Black leaders who saw no value in recognizing Black language. How the hell y'all not gonna see no value in recognizing Black language? To be that indoctrinated. Something got to give. The Oakland debacle, the Oakland debacle, DEBACLE, illustrates the bigger problem Black people face. If they had maintained their communities, built a business structure that provided their people jobs and wealth building opportunities, their children could have had the same advantages according ethnic immigrants. They could have remained in their communities for the rest of their lives, speaking Ebonics or any other language of their choosing. Instead, Black children are required to meet the language standards of immigrant communities because they are the largest, if not the only group of Americans who regularly abandon their own people and communities to live with other groups in their communities. Yep. Black communities are vulnerable and unmarked. They do not have gates, signs, or other markers or barriers. They are wide open to transit, traffic, and activities from outsiders. Open Black communities are prime targets for those who wish to exploit Blacks economically and politically. Unclosed Black communities are vulnerable to toxic waste and illegal activities such as drugs, prostitution, fencing, and gambling. The Black residents are not sufficiently organized to deal with these illegal activities, which are typically controlled by powerful forces outside of Black communities. Open communities cannot control the goods and services within them. Competing groups can enter, confiscate, and exploit the host community. They can control Black politicians, start competitive businesses that drain off capital, sell inferior products, or they can commit acts that are injurious to the local residents. A residential neighborhood cannot protect or sustain itself until it becomes a functional community. I would say today, to my knowledge, as limited and small as it is, our tiny communities very well may be the start. Very well may be the start. So you got some options. Tiny communities. Then we got our small cities and towns like Gary, Indiana, that we had mentioned, that are all Black. That are mostly Black. And this was 20 years ago. I don't know what you're going to find today. You might find 2, you might find 12. But those might be the starting points there. Levels of a functional community. These are levels of a functional community. Because at this point, we just neighbors. We just got neighborhoods. Me and you ain't nothing but neighbors. Yeah, you can come over here and get this cup of sugar right here. But we just neighbors. We ain't got no community. Yeah. Come on over here and buy this and get a cup of sugar for me before you go buy it over there from Karen now. I'm just saying. Once we have put together the elements for a functional community and independent economy, once we have put together the elements for a functional community, an independent economy, a code of conduct, and a form of government, our team now has a foundation from which to compete politically and economically. We become more familiar with each other and can rally around our collective needs, experiences, and goals. We can now begin to move our communities to higher levels of functioning as illustrated in figure 10 below. And that's figure 10 right there. Our paradigm of vertical integration can be applied to community development. Vertical community development establishes a common sense of direction, authority, and a collective interest. Members of the community live by a code of conduct based on principles that dictate how they relate to, how they care for, how they respect, and how they support each other. Once people have confidence that other people in the community can be relied upon to help and support them, a sense of mutual trust evolves and cooperation can follow. Humans cooperate with people they have learned to trust. If I can't trust you, I can't do nothing with you. You can't even come around me. You got to be like that. People cooperate with people they can trust. If we can't trust people, they can't come. We don't need no infiltrators no more. We don't need no backstabbers no more. We don't need no more subtle sabotages and temporary prop us up. We don't need that bullshit no more. So I just want to go over this little this table he got right here. The first one is group accountability. The second one is group cooperation. Then you have group trust, and then a functioning community. So once we got group accountability, group cooperation, group trust, and then that would lead to a functional communities. And within that paradigm right there, with all of these tools that we're learning about, that right there, by the end of this book, we'll be ready. We'll have a vision of how to go on this road. Do you want to be in the alley, or hell, do you want to get on the road? Just get out the ditch. And that figure is figure 10. It's on page 86. The key to empowerment, ordering of a community. That's at the bottom right there. Once people are cooperating, they then have the capability to hold members of the group accountable for their behavior. All members of a community cannot be relied upon to live by a code of conduct alone. Now, somebody gonna take their ass over there to Mystic Lake and be over there gambling and shit. Now, you know, your ass is part of the treasury team. And you ain't got no business up here at the motherfucking gambling hole. You can't do that. You cannot do that. So, yeah, we're going to have to hold some people, accountable and stuff. And everybody ain't going to be able to do it. Now, you got a bad feeling for being at Mystic Lake. I would nominate you and stuff. I know you want to do it and stuff, but you too weak now. You're vulnerable now. You're vulnerable to gambling or whatever the case may be. And so, we can't trust you right now. Don't want to put it harsh like that, but the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. You might take your paycheck and start gambling a bit with it, but I guarantee you, on a bad night, your ass gonna end up with all that money in that treasury right there, sitting in that one seat at Mystic Lake. So yeah, we do have to have this where everybody gonna be able to be held accountable. A functional community must have a means to protect itself and to hold its members accountable. You got to be able to hold them accountable. If you can't let them know, I seen you at Mystic Lake, because I was there too. I seen your ass there. Then let somebody else do it. Let somebody else do it. Just don't hold your tongue, hold your peace about it. Because we cannot be infiltrated. Dr. Claud Anderson already done said it. We don't need no infiltration with this. No other groups of people can set in on this right here. They cannot. With the community developing trust, cooperation, and accountability as indicated in figure 10, Black people will be able to function as a competitive team in the marketplace. Next is conclusion. The success of our national empowerment plan to a great degree depends upon our ability to build, mark, and close physical communities and develop mindsets that connect us to one another. Integration destroys communities. It does not build them. Community building is organized around people with common goals who appreciate and recognize each member's contribution to the overall group goals. A competitive community is one that operates upon competitive advantages. Within our national network, we, Black people, must build competitive communities that contain social, political, economic, religious, educational, and geographic assets that act as foundations of power. Communities are repositories for Black assets. I don't know if it's because Black America, since we have given up so much of our own communities, now we feel like it's too much to do to revive our own communities. But if your ass is scared and can't do it, then sit in the back. Ain't nobody saying your ass got to drive. Shit, sit in the back. Shit, you can sleep the whole way. Don't say a word or a whisper. But we're going to need to have all of these. We're going to have social, political, economic, religious, educational, and geographic assets. The Powernomics National Plan offers research and strategies to build functional communities. But The work of implementing the strategies is necessarily a local function. I'm right here in Minnesota. That's why I'm at in Minnesota. I'm going to have to find those that think like me and believe like me and vision like me right here to do this. And you know, I've been looking at other than On the Shoulders of Giants, and go to their channel and subscribe. They the only ones that I've seen that's been reading, that did read Powernomics, and I'm sure there's some others, but they not here where I am. So I don't know what this is going to look like for me. And yeah, I'm gonna finish up. I know I talk a lot. Oh yes, honey. I ain't gonna be long. It's been a few days now. You know I'm long-winded anyway. We about done. Hey, let me do this again. Community building is organized around people with common goals who appreciate and recognize each member's contribution to the overall group goals. A competitive community is one that operates upon competitive advantages. Within our national network, we must build competitive communities that contain social, political, economic, religious, educational, and geographic assets that act as foundations of power. Communities are repositories for Black assets. I just want to go back through there right there and say that, you know, for like hair shops, that's what we use the hair industry. Ain't no need in being jealous of Shay Shay because she can braid too. And Shay Shay, she ain't old enough to have her business yet, her brick and mortar, but she be braiding at home. She ain't but what, 13. But she be braiding at home and stuff. But you ain't got to be upset at Shay Shay because she do a little bit better braiding than your ass. She's no more better braiding than your ass. What you can do is to stop feeling like that. Go buy a whole bunch of hair supplies that you know Shay Shay like to use. Oh, Shay, girl, I bought, look at these little hair things I bought for you when you do your new hairstyles and stuff. And yeah, give them to your customer. When you put it in their hair, it's theirs. It might be some little bitty butterflies or some little bitty hair trinkets or maybe some little small picks. Anything. Just help Shay Shay out and stuff. And that's going to help her help you. And it'll help you help you. You'll feel better. You'll feel better. We'll have to be able to do these things with each other and stuff. It ain't no jealousy, no competition, not with us. The Powernomics plan, it does offer research and strategies to build functional communities, but the work of implementing the strategies is necessarily a local function. I already said that, so I'm going to have to look, seek ye out, I guess. Some neighborhoods will be able to use out-of-the-box thinking and mobilize for change. And you know, earlier in the book, Dr. Claud explained thinking outside of the box. We're going to have to start thinking outside of the boxes. So we can't keep on with the same old narrative, going in the same motherfucking circle right here, marching around the same old block. We can't keep doing that and stuff. We got to think outside the box and mobilize for change. Others will talk about what they should do and not progress much beyond discussions. Some neighborhoods and communities will never even get to the discussion stage. And I just hope that ain't me, ancestors. Don't have me here reading for nothing. And I can't follow through. So, yeah, you know, we just got to stay consistent. I just came back after like 3-4 days. But I'm trying to stay consistent with y'all and with the reading and the learning and stuff. Even with this. Each Black neighborhood should articulate a common set of beliefs and values regarding taking business risks, making a commitment to saving and investing, striving to achieve uniformly high educational standards, abiding by a code of personal and group conduct, and supporting a trust system, a team spirit, ethos, and group interests. And that's supporting a trust system, supporting a team spirit, supporting a group self-interest. The primary obligation of a community is to equip its members to live and compete successfully in the domestic and global society of today and tomorrow, which is today, because this is 20 years ago. It's not talking about competing with us. competing with other groups the same way they are competing and winning against us. Those community members who are able to make this work will become the new Black leaders because they will know how to apply the Powernomics vision in order to achieve Black empowerment. I'm 20 years late with this. Why the fuck y'all Black people ain't did this, ain't used this, ain't built this, ain't just gave it, build it and give it to us? Even if your ass don't want to be a part of it. Even if you don't want to be on code with this. Why couldn't you just have at least followed through and hand it over to the masses? See, that's what we got to set these boundaries on, because there's too much manipulation going on against Black America. I know everybody's indoctrinated and brainwashed, but damn, you've been seeing a whole lot. Now, it ain't like your ass is from these little bit ass hick towns, like where I'm from. You know, you ain't from there. It ain't like your ass, didn't reach any pinnacle because you did. So, I'm gonna get ready to go right now. I just want to give us some gratitude and let us know how we can stay on top of things and stuff, because but yeah, keep some gratitude in your heart. I am thankful. I thank you. Good day and gratitude to you. I thank you for your patience, your presence, just being here. I thank you for learning the good, the bad, the ugly, the savage, and the ravishness, whatever it may be. Some days I get on here and rant the whole time and stuff and ain't read a word or a whisper. And I thank you for being here for that right there, because I'm learning and growing as I'm going along. I didn't learn and grow and then got here. I got here first. Now I'm trying to learn and grow. And I want us to do the same. So, I do appreciate it. I really do. And that's all I want is, us to do right about us. Do right about us. Let's get on our ancestors' business. When they were assassinated and yanked from here, murdered, burned at the stake, slaughtered, dismembered from here, they had work that they were doing. We got to carry that work on for us. We got to make sure Black people is okay. If we had to listen to them and follow their teachings, we wouldn't be in this situation. But the same way our motherfucking asses forgot about John Hartfield, Mary Turner, Emmett Till, we forgave and forgot everything and everybody. That's why we're here. But I digress. Gratitude, y'all. Did you know? Because I didn't. Gratitude shields you from negativity. Gratitude shields you from negativity. Honey, I be driving and stuff and see a dandelion. I just thank the ancestors. I thank the cosmos, Mother Gaia, for growing that dandelion right there. Coming out of Mother Earth right there, that dandelion, that's a beautiful dandelion. Then, I started seeing little bitty tiny baby dandelions. Next time I see one, I'm going to take a picture of. I might got one in a photo somewhere. Little bitty baby dandelions. They are so little and cute, y'all. I almost feel a type of way blowing them, but I don't. But gratitude makes you feel at least 25% happier. And really, you ain't got that much to be depressed and sad about anyway. Get out of them emotions and stuff, making you feel sad and depressed and stuff. Our ancestors have already had all the bad days, honey. Them lights will get cut back on as soon as your ass pay that light bill, and you know it. So, yeah, go ahead, get yourself together and stuff. Black people, I feel like we are susceptible to all of these emotions and stuff because we ain't never been loyal to us. We ain't never been loyal to us. Even when you do get them lights on and stuff, your ass still gonna be depressed. You might be. You still might be sad and not yourself, not your happy self, because we ain't gave no attention, no focus, no love, no forgiveness, no encouragement, no inspiration, no creativeness. We ain't gave nothing to us. That's why we like this. We restless mentally, physically, spiritually, just restless, just all over the place. Gratitude rewires your brain. Be grateful for something. Even if it's your paycheck that's three days away, 3 weeks away. You just started your face. I just started my job. I ain't even got a paycheck yet. But you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Be grateful for something. Be grateful for the trees and stuff. Just be grateful for anything. The sun in the sky. That'll open up more of your options. It'll show you what you can be grateful for in your life. And I'm not just talking about your kids and your grandkids and your car and stuff like that. Oh, once you start being grateful for the trees, the sun, the rain when it rains and stuff, then it'll naturally take you inside where you'll start being grateful of other more significant gratitudes that you have and you don't even know you got. That's how it was with me. I didn't even know. Now I'm just like, yeah, gratitude is my attitude and stuff, honey. You got to keep it up, though. If you stop gratitude, you're going to fall over like a bicycle. Gratitude eliminates stress and it heals you. It improves your sleep. Gratitude boosts self-esteem and your performance, honey. People don't know why you on cloud 9 over there, honey. What, did she get married? Did her ass hit the lottery? She played bingo last night, did she? Oh, girl, she got a new man. They don't know what it is and stuff, honey. You're looking good. Your self-esteem is like, honey, it's at the top of everything, honey. Your performance, honey, you hitting it. Honey, you hitting that production at work, honey. Can't nobody tell you that your ass done hit a top performer 3 months in a row. Everybody else like, well, shit, hell, I don't even want it no more. Let Face have it. Face gonna get it anyway. I don't even want top performance no more. You came up second this time. Well, fuck the hell. I didn't come up first. I'm just saying gratitude. It elevates you, y'all. Gratitude enhances the law of attraction. Whatever, when you do finally get within and you start pulling out all that gratitude from within that's resonating with you, honey, more of it finna come. Oh, yeah, baby. You forgot all about when you were walking and you found that $20 bill on the ground, $100 bill on the ground, and you just seen it there. But the thing that happened was when you got where you was going and stuff, and you got to the store and you seen the great grandmama in there, and she was looking for her $20 bill, and you gave it to her, and you like, oh, I'm coming up the street and I found it. Was it yours? And you knew she wasn't lying either because her eyes lit up and she could tell you how it was folded and everything. And but when you gave her that and you felt good about it, you were a little disappointed because hell, you know who it was and you had to do the right thing. But you felt good about doing the right thing, honey. Then next thing you know, shit, your ass done won the lottery. That lottery ticket you had over there, and I don't gamble either. But that lottery ticket, honey, when you finally took it in there, honey, it wasn't $1. It was $1,000 that it won. You know, you just started getting increase, prosperity, abundance. Just start coming to you out of nowhere and stuff. You know, I'm just saying that person that's on your corner, you give a few dollars to every time you see them, honey, you ain't seen them lately, but honey, they done went and got them a job. You see, because you helped them out. It was something you said. It wasn't the money you gave them. It was something you said. The way you said it, it inspired them. Honey, they went up there to that clothing shelf up there, got them a nice outfit, took that 7-minute shower that they let them take, went to that interview because you must have told them, hey, go be a waitress. You'll get a check and you'll have some tips. And you might still be homeless, but your ass will have your own few dollars on you now. Well, what happened that day, honey? You ain't seen brother. But when you came back, brother was in a whole new outfit and stuff. And brother gave your ass $500. Yeah, see? So just doing the right thing and stuff. Gratitude, y'all, it brings back everything that you're giving out and you're grateful for. Gratitude is powerful. I had no idea. Gratitude improves your relationships. Oh, honey, I'm just telling you, be grateful. I don't care if it's the last bowl of beans in the refrigerator with that last little cornbread muffin. Be grateful for it, honey. Be grateful when your wife bring it to you and tell you you can eat it because she fasting. Be grateful for it, honey, because it's going to open up the door for more. You and your wife going to be eating beans and cornbread. Oh, you're going to have beans, cornbread, whatever you got, okra, carrots. Now everything finna come. All because of gratitude. All because of gratitude. And last but not least, you know, this right here is one of my favorites too, singing. Our body reacts to singing, honey, like nobody's business but my ancestors. Yes, honey. I can hear it now. When I hear the beat of certain songs, honey, my heart like skip a beat. It's like I see that pretty little face. I do that little baby face right there. Oh, you so beautiful. You know, one of the grandbabies and stuff, and your heart just swell with pride. I be like that when I hear a song, honey. all because it's healing. Music is healing. Our music is healing. I don't know about other folks' music. Maybe it's healing for them. Everybody's music is healing for them. The Hindu, their music is healing for them. Indian people, Chinese people, Japanese people, all them other peoples and stuff, their music is healing for them. White people music not healing for them. White people music is not motherfucking healing. They've been stealing black folks music for centuries now. Yep, they sure have. They done manipulated black folks music to the T right today. Yep. Right today, they have manipulated black folks' music, and they claim that it's helping them, it's healing them. But it ain't. Black folk music ain't healing white folks. White folks just making sure your black ass don't get it. They act like it's healing them. Some of them act like they can even dance to it and stuff, you know, and it really resonate with them. But ain't no benefit in it. It ain't no benefit for them. They just making it seem overall so that you will miss the whole message in the music. Black America, that's all it is. It made me want to sing Step Into the Bad Side on that goddamn masses. I'm just saying though, but I digress. Singing joyful, expressive songs, y'all, it can nourish your heart, balance your emotions, and uplift your spirit. Honey, yes, it can. When you sing that uplifting, expressive songs and stuff, you know it in just about anything. I love LTD, Commodores, Barry White, any of them, all of them. Yeah, that's what it does. It uplifts your spirit. And you just be sitting there and stuff. I love repeat. Honey, that one song, I got a lot of them. I put my music on repeat. And I play that motherfucker 20 times until I get tired of it. Until I start. And then once I turn it off, I'm going to start singing it. I mean, that's just me, though. That's just me. I'm saying. Singing helps expand the lungs and it improves your oxygen intake. When you singing, honey, your lungs is getting such good oxygen. You know, Ralph Smart be saying, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Yeah, when you singing, and you know you got to take that deep breath if you going to hang in there with Stephanie Mills. Yeah, don't act like your ass can hold that note. I do. Act like I can hold that note, honey. I end up coughing and gagging and throat just dry. I lost my breath trying to hold that note and stuff. But I'm just saying, you got to take in that deep breath to hold that note, honey. Your lungs be so pink and healthy. Your lungs just be like, they just start smiling and stuff because they done filled up. You know, like that balloon, don't worry, be happy. The smiley face. Imagine that smiley face on a balloon. And it's deflated. You just took it out the bag, but you know it's the smiley face because that's what you bought. Smiley face balloons. When you blow up that balloon and the smiley face come alive because it spreads out, that's how your lungs is when you take in a good song that you're singing and you take in that good breath of oxygen. That's how your lungs, they inflate like that. And they so happy, honey. It improves your oxygen intake. Singing helps regulate emotions like frustration, anger, and stress out of your liver. Now, why come didn't neither one of my teachers or pastors or somebody, I don't even know if my mama knew it and stuff, but it's her music I love. She probably felt it. But why didn't nobody tell us that all of these emotions and negative vibes and stuff is accumulating in our liver? They didn't really make sure we understood that these medications is accumulating in your liver and kidneys and stuff, but it is. It is. That's why you're so damn frustrated, so angry and stressed for all the goddamn time. I pick up a whole bunch of dandelions. I'm going to pick each and every one up for you so I can bring you all of these dandelions right here at one time and help you because nobody told us this. Frustration, anger, and stress. And stress is all accumulating in your liver. Ask sister what's her favorite song. You've been saying it every day. You've been scared of for the last 3 years and stuff. Now you know what's wrong with her. One day when she neutral, you know she ain't gonna slap your damn head off and stuff. Slap your glasses way across the room over there and stuff. And all you asked her was, so what you do last night? You know, and she thought you was saying that she was out fighting and stuff. That's why she went off on you and shit like that. But catch her on a neutral day and stuff, and y'all chilling and stuff. She all right. She okay. You don't think she gonna cuss you out or she ain't gonna hit you anyway. But ask her what's her favorite song. Start singing it to her. Start singing. You ain't gotta look at her while you sing and what she said and stuff. And say it fast. What's your favorite song? You know, and when she said it stuff, just start singing. You know, she'll get into it and stuff. She might even start singing. Once that breaks the ice, whether it's sister or brother, once that breaks the ice, let them know. All that frustration, anger, and stress is accumulating in your liver. Sing your favorite song. If they come up with some song like what is it, WAP, wet ass pussy. No, we ain't talking about that right there. What's your mama favorite song then? I'm just saying, let us know these things. We need to know these things because we ain't got the money, the finances, and resources for this healing right here. It's free. You ain't got to have money for this. It's free. It's free. It's free to you. It's free to me. It's free to sister, to brother and stuff. It's free to everybody. White folks can even utilize this right here. Not saying they're going to get the same benefits that we are, even though they are trying to, project everything and switch everything, manipulate everything around and stuff, it's on the internet. I'm just saying for us. I ain't withholding this from other people and stuff. Singing helps regulate emotions like frustration, anger, stress right on out of your body. So black women sing. Sing today. Your kidney singing can strengthen kidney energy by fostering vocal expression. Honey, when you singing, your kidneys is too. Honey, can't you see your kidney in there getting down? Oh, lovely day, lovely day. Can you see your kidneys in there? Because you singing too. You singing, your kidneys singing, your body is singing. It's the vibrations in the music. It's got to be the vibrations in the music. It's I done knocked all my little curls out, ain't it? But that's all right because I'm going outside in the sun today anyhow. But I digress and that's it. That is it and that's all, y'all. And I try not to stay away too long and stuff. It might be a few days when I do need a few days for myself. But other than that, drink you some cloves in your water. You see that clove right there? Yeah, put you some cloves in your water. It's very beneficial for you and stuff. We'll get into that right there. I'm just trying to drink more water. So I got some cloves and some hibiscus that I just put in my water and stuff, And it's kind of hot for me to be drinking tea. So I just got me some room temperature water because I like room temperature water and stuff. And I just put some in my water just to give it a little flavor. All these pops and juices and shit like that, nah, that's out. Get you some kombucha. If you can't get with this right here, it's kind of expensive, like $4 for a little bitty bottle like that right there, but it's a different taste. It's the new pop. It's the new pop. It got a little fizz to it too. Some of them ain't good, but I like maybe 3 or 4 of them. And just try to do better for ourselves and stuff. That's all. That's it and that's all. And yeah, I hope we ain't too late. Oh, I was late. Yep, I try to be out of here by 1:30, but it's like 2:05. Shantae, it's so good to see you. It is so good to see you. Hi, Uncle Cal. Good day. Yeah, I know dandelions are edible. I know that's right there. Go over there with them. I'm trying to learn how to utilize dandelions, but that's gonna be in the future sometime and stuff. All I can do right now is blow them. I think you got to catch them before they actually mature to dandelions, where you blow them to use them and stuff. I haven't even looked it up, but I got them in there and stuff. And then I seen that hawthorn berries are good for your heart muscles. Hawthorn berries and stuff. Some people probably even got these growing out in their yard and stuff. Don't you know if I had dandelions growing out here in my yard, I would already be making me some dandelion tea. Yep, I sure would. Y'all see me up here one day just eating on a dandelion stem. Just chewing on a dandelion stem. I don't know, but I digress though. I love y'all to life and afterlife. I love you to life and afterlife. I don't want us to be trapped in life under white America no more. No motherfucking more. And I don't want us trapped in the afterlife under white America. I don't. I want us to be free, liberated, free of your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. When we go to the afterlife, we ain't going to have this physical body no more. But your mind, your spirit, your soul can be trapped. And it will be. Heaven is white folks' vision. Yeah, I know it was in the book. Hell, this white folks' book. This white folks' Bible. It's about you. Yeah, I know it's about you. You've been telling me that my whole 53 years of life, that this book is about y'all. However, you memorized it. Black America. You memorized this book right here because you didn't look at nothing it was telling you. You didn't study nothing it was telling you in this book right here. So now you got to pick up a black Bible. Get your black Bible. Get your black Bible. Once you read your black Bible, this right here, maybe then you will begin to at least entertain, reconsider the thought that maybe we're not supposed to go to heaven and spend eternity in evermore with white folks or whatever they're going to look like. Just know, white folks cannot go past heaven. Heaven is humongous. It's big. It's huge. Heaven is here. White folks will be all right. And guess what? Other people going to be in heaven with them. Other people going to be in heaven with white folks. So they not going to be by themselves. Unless other people decided and kept it to themselves that they ain't going to heaven with white folks either. They just ain't let nobody know it. But they ain't going to heaven with white folks either. But I'm just saying, I ain't going. Yeah, you can go to the afterlife, Black America. You don't have to go to heaven with white folks and stuff, because you get up there, white folks going to be controlling you up there too. That's actually cotton on the other side. It's not clouds on the other side. It's clouds to us because we physical. But when you get to the other side, everything is symbolic light. So the clouds that's here going to be cotton over there to be a symbolic remembrance to your ass that you weren't supposed to be there. You were supposed to take the detour. Take that first exit. I don't care if it's through an alley or a back road, cut through that field right there or whatever. You weren't supposed to go to heaven. And I don't know why ain't nobody told us this like this. I had to read these books before it dawned on me. Maybe they ain't read these books though. Maybe the other people ain't read Summer like that. Or maybe they read Summer and they forgave it. And they got past Willie Brown. But maybe they didn't go further and read 100 Years of Lynching. I don't know. But I know it didn't take me that many books to decide that, hey, I ain't spending my ever after with them motherfuckers. I'm sure I ain't. Yeah, they ain't taking it personal. And if they is, they shouldn't be. Because I call them motherfuckers because, hell, that's being nice about it. After everything that's been said and done, that is being very nice. You know, yeah, I'm just saying for me. So with that, I'm going to let y'all go because I'm going to go outside and stuff. Yeah, we'll see what I look like tonight and stuff. Yep, but I love y'all, and peace and power to the people.